For 3.5 years, I've been taking NMN and coming back to this channel repeatedly and documenting my longevity journey. The way that I've approached this was I had this energy and focus boost that many people get taking NMN, and I got greedy. I wanted to see, hey, if I can turn back the clock even a little bit, what if I do these other things that David Sinclair and others have talked about to sort of reset, press that reset and get myself out of this decline cycle where every year I'm aging just a little bit more, slowing down just a little bit more, having more chronic pain, more health issues. How do I break that cycle? So I've really been fighting hard over the past 3 years to exercise, to push myself, to start making music again because I've been inspired by everything and how I felt. And again, I've come back over and over repeatedly to you guys. I've used this as my diary. I've used this as my reporting mechanism. But the ultimate goal has always been to see how much I could push things. How far could I go? How fast could I run? What could I do to help NMN do an even better job for me? That's been my mindset. I've shared what I'm taking, which is the DoNotAge supplements. That's not advertising. That's really what I'm taking. That's part of my journey. It's the cornerstone of what I'm doing because it involves supplements, even vitamins, and really a health routine. Like I try to eat the things that contain those supplements. Again, just trying to cheat this along, just trying to push this even further because I thought, well, the foods that contain NMN or fisetin or collagen, the foods that contain these things, if I eat them too, maybe I can sort of synergize that with the supplements I'm taking. My results have felt like that. That's how I felt. Now, things have slowed down here because health discussion is no longer prioritized on the YouTube platform. That's just the way it is. Yet, other platforms do promote health discussion. So I've decided to pursue shorter videos, more digestible nuggets, not these 8 to 10 minute videos that I've been doing here, which I'm going to continue to do for the foreseeable future because there is still some audience coming back again and again, and I do appreciate you guys watching. But I am working on these digestible nuggets, so I've been doing some research, and that's what I want to get into today because it's so fascinating because it does involve us, and it gave me even more focus, even more clarity. I'm trying to open up notes with you because it's really fascinating what AI spit out when I entered a pretty straightforward prompt describing myself 5 years ago. I asked for fears, goals, motivators. I asked for all these different things, and it filled in the blanks for me. It talked about so much about what we talk about here, in many ways more eloquently than I do here. So I want to share some of that with you. The one thing that it talks about is fears. What are my fears? What were my fears then? I know what they are. Listen to what AI told me my fears were. Fear of aging visibly and physically, feeling irrelevant or invisible as you age. Concerns about health deterioration like diseases like Alzheimer's, cancer, or osteoporosis. We all have these fears. I think this is describing our fears, mine and many people who are our audience. Fear of not being able to enjoy your future years or becoming a burden to your family. Yes, check. Anxiety about misinformation in the health and longevity industry. That's what I've tried to promote here. Straightforward discussion about what we're doing and what's working for us. And apparently, AI agrees that that's what we are looking for. That's what I'm looking for, and people like me were looking for. At least I was 5 years ago. Basically, I kind of have my routine now, and I don't make many changes. It's all in the description. As always, you can use my code ThePulse at DoNotAge and take the same supplements I'm taking and report back your own results, as thousands of people have done over the past 3.5 years. And people are doing great. We see it over and over again. So what are my goals? To live a long, vibrant, and active life. Fair enough. Maintain physical and mental vitality well into your later years. Yes, I want to be viable. I want to have an active life and a meaningful life. I don't want to just fade into the background. Improve skin health, energy levels, and overall appearance naturally. Bingo. I've never done fillers. If I did, I'd get rid of some of this excess skin from where I lost weight after I started taking NMN. But yeah, I want to do it naturally, and I think it's the fair way to do it, for my audience, for my viewers. So no, I have never pursued anything that's not natural. I want to gain clarity on which supplements, routines, or habits deliver measurable results. And that's who I was. That's what I was seeking out, and that's why I started the Pulse. What are my motivators? What motivates me? You are driven by self-improvement and believe in taking control of your health. Yes, I do. It's called self-care. Thank you. I do believe in that. I want to see visible results in skin, aging, and fitness because that keeps me motivated. I admire thought leaders in the longevity space like David Sinclair or Rhonda Patrick. Now, how did the algorithm know that? Because I didn't really put anything in the prompt that would cause it directly to spit out David Sinclair, yet there it is. Community validation. I want to share my journey and success with like-minded peers because it boosts their enthusiasm. How crazy is that? Never did I talk about the Pulse. Never did I talk about sharing my story, yet AI figured out. And I think this is because it's a normal reaction. When you are happier or when you find something that works for you, you want to go out and share it. So what I'm doing is pretty reasonable, right? It's almost maybe cliche in a way. What are my dreams and hopes? I'm dreaming of aging gracefully while being seen as radiant and confident. Love it. I hope to balance work, family, and self-care without sacrificing one over the other. And I have to say, that's the day-to-day challenge that I do deal with. I want to set an example for my children or others around them. I didn't mention I had kids in the prompt. Showing that aging doesn't have to mean decline. Amen. It really doesn't. That's probably the core message that I talk about in the Pulse to a T. Desire to turn back the clock or slow it significantly through evidence-based approaches. Yes, that's what we tried to do. What are my struggles? I'm overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information in the longevity and health industry. Ain't that the truth? And the fake supplements. I'm struggling with inconsistent habits, starting a supplement routine but forgetting to maintain it. I'm not guilty of that one. I have rarely forgotten my supplements. Maybe once in a while I kind of consider that pausing or pulsing, if you will, when you miss a day here and there. But I typically don't forget my supplements. I look forward to taking them throughout the day because I know what they're doing. We are juggling busy schedules, which limits the time to prioritize health. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes my exercise routines does suffer from just being busy. Difficulty discerning scams or ineffective products from legitimate advice and solutions. Yes, I'm the guy who was guilty of taking the fake NMN for 7 months. AI knows me well. So what are my values and beliefs? I believe in the power of science-backed solutions, kind of redundant there, with a preference for natural methods. I like that. Prioritize investing in myself and my health, even if it means cutting costs elsewhere. I've definitely been going through that. Strong interest in education. I value creators who teach, not just promote products. Try to do that here as much as I can. Sometimes when there's a deal or something, I put that out front and center, or a new supplement, but I do try to do that for you guys. And I do feel like it's important, and I appreciate it too when I see that from others. I have a deep respect for authenticity and transparency, especially regarding product recommendations. I think we have to be straightforward. What's working? What are we taking on faith? What are we taking on trust? I assume and hope that everything I'm taking is working to some extent, but sometimes you don't know how much the vitamin D is doing or how much the zinc is doing, right? You take certain things based on evidence-backed results. Now, my lifestyle, I'm health conscious but practical. I try to balance indulgence with discipline. I enjoy fitness, meal prepping, and tracking progress. Very good. And the occasional beer. Personality traits: curious, optimistic, growth-minded, open to trying new techniques and ideas as long as they feel credible. Very much. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much me and the people I've been talking to, which is a version of myself 5 years ago to a T. And I wanted to share that with you because I do find it fascinating that AI can see what we see here. Like AI is seeing and saying the same things. I just wish social media valued those things that we're talking about, valued this community, valued the fact that we want to have this free and open discussion with each other. I wish that that algorithm would see what this algorithm sees, because I think there would be less limiting of the videos that go out there. And I think there'd be more discussion, just as we had 2-3 years ago before the FDA got involved and really slammed the brakes on NMN. We're trying to get back to that. Ultimately, that's the goal. We want to get back to the course we were on, and I'm not quitting you guys. I'm hanging around as long as I can. I very much appreciate you watching. I hope you'll follow some of the other platforms that I'm on. Those are in the About section here. I'll share those as well going forward. I'll put links to those in the description as well, so if you want to go follow me there, please do. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.